Hello friends, welcome back to Technique. Today we'll be doing the performance testing of the newly launched IQOO Neo 9 Pro. Now IQOO Neo 9 Pro is a successor of the hugely popular IQOO Neo 7 Pro launched last year. Now the IQOO Neo 9 Pro comes with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, and this has UFS 4.0 storage, LPDDR5X RAM, great display experience. Then you get Android 14 out of the box and Fun Touch OS 14. So that's the quick hardware of this device. So let's do the performance testing of this device. In this video we'll be doing CPU throttling test to see how the throttling happens, and then we'll go to the stress test. It's a 20 loop test and see how the stability is. Then we'll see the AnTuTu benchmark test, then the storage test, how fast the storage is, the read write speed, and finally the Geekbench result. So that's what we are going to do in this video. So before that, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit the red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's begin. So let's get started with the performance testing of the IQOO Neo 9 Pro. So let's first start with the CPU throttling test. So just go to the settings. So we'll just show you the above device, Fun Touch OS 14, 3.2 GHz Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 platform, octa-core processor, 12 gigs of RAM, Android 14 out of the box, and 256GB storage is offered. So that's the device. Let's start with the CPU throttling test. That's the first test we are going to do. It's a 15-minute test. You can see the options, 15-minute test. So let's start the testing and we'll see how good the experience is. So now we have completed the CPU throttling test. You can see the temperature. It went up to 43.6. So that's the temperature, and you can see here the CPU temperature went up to 53 degrees. So that's not evident here. That's the internal temperature. Here outside you can see here 43.3 is the temperature. And you can see here there is absolutely no throttling issues. So CPU throttled to just 95% of its max performance. So it's a pretty stable chip and performance from IQOO Neo 9 Pro. So that's the throttling test. Next, let's go to the 3D Mark Wildlife stress test. So let's start the Wildlife Extreme stress test. It's a 20 round test. So let's wait for this test to complete to see how stable it is under stress. So now we are done with the Wildlife Extreme stress test, and let's quickly have a look at the temperature. So 41.8 degrees. So that's the temperature. So there you go. Now you can see that the stability is 84.2 and the best loop score is 2463, and you can see that the lowest loop score is 2074, and you can see here it's remaining pretty much stable. Battery dropped from 53 to 45%, and then temperature went up from 42 to 44 degrees. Frame rate was 9 FPS to 18 FPS. So it's pretty good in terms of stability test, 84.2. So that was the stability test. Next, let's see the AnTuTu benchmark score. So you can see here 15,91,741. Company said almost close to 17 lakh, but we could get only close to 16 lakh. We did the test multiple times, but again that depends from a lot of things. So we got 15,91,000. That's almost close to 16 lakh. So let's see the individual score. CPU score is 3,71,000. GPU is very powerful, 6,13,000, and you can see here memory score and UX score. The memory is UFS 4.0 and LPDDR5X is the RAM here. So that's the performance. So this is Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 platform. Now next is the storage test. You can see the storage test. Storage type is UFS 4.0. Sequence read write and the random access score here. You can see this is the score. 1,31,000 is the UFS 4.1 storage test value. It's pretty good actually. So that's the benchmark test. Now next finally the Geekbench, and you can see the result. Single core score is 2009, very good score, and the multi-core score is 5558. That's 5558, and this is pretty good score actually. You can see all the details here. So that's the Geekbench 6 result. So this is the performance testing of the IQOO Neo 9 Pro. So overall it's a solid device in terms of performance, whether it's the throttling test or the stress test, AnTuTu score, the storage test, the Geekbench, everywhere it performed pretty well. So it's a solid device in terms of performance with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 up to 12GB RAM and UFS 4.0 LPDDR5X RAM. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.